race number 5. All light flashing, one went up in the air, Ganymede, and it's still stuck in the gate. So if you're on it, punters, hang on to all tickets. So a bit of a sensation to the start of the Shillabeer Plate. Sunbury came out running, looking for the front. Della Salute's charging up, so too there was Brinkley Lass from Cossack Law settling behind them. A length and a half away came Charleston Bay, close today. Star Miss was next from Follow the Stars. A length and a half away came Start On. A length and a half to Scorn again. They were followed by Senesi and a couple away to the one that's been backed at big odds, Ptolomeo Ken. They're about to run down the hill by the 600 now. Della Salute charged across to lead from the other Port Lincoln Visitor. Sunbury up running second, a length and a half away. Then on the inside was Cossack Law. Brinkley Lass has enjoyed a terrific run at the 400, about to peel around them. A couple away came Star Miss from Start On. Charleston Bay's run up behind them looking for room. They were clear then of Senesi. It's Star Miss in the middle of the track, moving up to take the front. It kicked a length and a half on Brinkley Lass. Then came Sunbury. Charleston Bay into the clear. They were clear then of Start On, but it's Star Miss in front. Oh, this is home and hose. 5 lengths clear. The interest in the minors, Start On, Brinkley Lass and Charleston Bay, but Star Miss, you would not see an easier win. Star Miss first, wins by 6 lengths. As Start On may just grab second in front of Charleston Bay in a photo. Behind those close up was Senesi with Brinkley Lass, Ptolomeo Ken, Cossack Law, Della Salute. They were followed by Follow the Stars. Now this horse, Ganymede, it went right up in the air at the start, got its legs caught in the top part of the frame at the superstructure of the stall, so I'd be standing by and hanging on to all tickets. Scorn again was one of the last. We're getting a message through officially here.
And it looks like hold all tickets. 11 Star Miss, 320, 160, 2 Starton, 220, 7 Charleston Bay at $5.10. Chad Lever a double.
Moving in New Zealand, Country Rose favourite, 560 and 230. Meanwhile, back at Ramwick is Wayne Harris.
Thanks. There's real lottery. There's a lot of good horses in this English Heroic Championship. I've gone for number 5, True Jules. Her run the slip was a beauty. She had no luck at all. She hasn't seen any harm from that. She was nice and bright in the parade here. She has run well at Ramwick before, so put her on top. I thought number 13, Moonflute. Very good tip for this one. Awkwardly drawn out in 16, but it can have a bit of luck. It'll get back. It'll be storming home. It'll be very hard to hold out. Put number 14, Hanky Panky. Very speedy filly, only lightly raced. She'll get across from that wide alley. She's got that much speed. She's a bit of a tip on for her. And also number 6, Lower Lagoon, a good type from the Tony McAvoy stable. She's run second to True Jules.
Has reached the stalls. Malagra Miss is about to come forward. She's drawn wide out. La Lagoon about to walk in, and Perfect Crime, who has the outside gate here, will come in with the barrier blanket at top, and here's Perfect Crime being led up. Perfect Crime looks as though it has entered the stalls, and we are just about right for the San Miguel William Inglis Heroic Championship over 1,300 metres. Red light is flashing away. Starter not ready yet, though. Now the starter climbs the stand. They're racing, jumped in a pretty good line at the end of 100 metres. Perfect Crime tending to drop off, and Cooksley takes Fair Embrace straight to the lead. New Key is in hot pursuit with Hanky Panky, followed by How About That? Then Jar Jar Binks and Shags, Damasceno, Transparent Lass, followed by Pirouettes, and then La Lagoon, Moonflute, followed by True Jules, who's got 2 behind her, Malagra Miss and Perfect Crime. Down the side, coming to the 800, New Key spurted through to shade Fair Embrace with Hanky Panky getting closer to the railers third. Shags fourth from How About That? Jar Jar Binks, Pirouettes, Moonflute, wide out. Then Transparent Lass, Damasceno, followed by La Lagoon and Malagra Miss, a length of True Jules, and about 4 or 5 lengths to Perfect Crime. 500 to go, and the Gay Waterhouse train, New Key, got away. A length and a half on Fair Embrace as they round the corner. 3 or 4 lengths to Hanky Panky, a length to Shags, and then Jar Jar Binks, Pirouettes and Moonflute, the widest with Malagra Miss. On top of the rise, and New Key again coming back to Fair Embrace. 2 lengths, Hanky Panky, Moonflute, followed by Pirouettes. Perfect Crime is coming right down the outside with a barnstorming run. Perfect Crime after Fair Embrace, and New Key picked them up as though they were nailed to the fence, and away goes Perfect Crime. Malagra missed a second, True Jules third. What a win. Perfect Crime from Malagra Miss and True Jules. And then came Pirouette's Fair Embrace, followed by Damasceno, Moon Flute, Hanky Panky, New Key. Transparent Lass, Jar Jar Binks Shags. A long margin off to La Lagoon. And how about that was last to complete the course. Outstanding win coming from a conspicuous last. And to boot, the outside stall. Number 4, Perfect Crime, ridden by Brett Preble, has won the William Inglis Heroic Championship and has paid $27.10 for the win, $6.80 for the place. Number 4, Perfect Crime. Number 10 is second, and that is Malagra Miss, written by Damien Oliver, $4.70. And number 5, True Jewels, written by Karen McAvoy, third, $1.90. The fourth to come, Quinella, $1.56 even. Exacta, $378.40. The trifecta, $1,825.80. Great win for the young trainer of Perfect Crime, Gary Portelli, a very promising young trainer who puts the polish on this colt for V.G. Cox, J.T. Rippon, C. Trapea, B. Dawson. Gary's got to share himself. N.A. Di Girolamo, S.G. Heyman, A.A. Barlow, by marauding from the Whiskey Road near Perfect Draw. A 2-year-old chestnut colt has only had the 5 starts. Wore the barrier blanket into the gates, the outside alley, dropped back a conspicuous last, flew down the outside and has beaten them out of sight. 4, 10, 5, and number 8 was the official fourth. That was Pirouette's. The fifth went to number 9, and for the Superfecta, the 6th was number 12. 4, 10, 5, 8, 9, and 12. The Superfecta has not been won, and we're waiting on the first 4 dividend. Now, the margins are 2 lengths by 2 lengths. The time was 1:17.17. That has bettered by 0.04. The race record established in the inaugural running last year by French Braids. The sectionals, first 529.10, the last 637.15, and the first 4, $46,722.40. The winner about to return, Perfect Crime. All right, well,
stand up, set, they're off and running, and away pretty well on the inside here was KMS in the early point. No speed, Grand Seattle, Be My Princess. They drift back towards the tail. Not a great deal of speed on KMS. I'd say it really doesn't want to be in front, and Salad Answer now is sliding across here with Patna Bells and KMS on the inside. Just behind them was Ruralism now as they settle with Madame Plume out wide. Then Dancing Reality. Limerick Lady wants to get the head up. Palace Alice goes by it on the inside. 2 lengths, Heaps of Fun, a similar margin. Noirseer, followed by Grand Echezo in the back half of the field. Then came Dance the Night further back in the race. Then Solomita on the inside. Well back Lamoulin, 2 to Be My Princess, and Grand Seattle on the inside last of all. Down the side they work, 750 out. Salad Answer in front, a half length Madame Plume. 1.5 further back, then Patna Bells, followed by Dancing Reality. KMS fifth back on the inside, then Ruralism with 600 to go. Noirseer's up pretty close today, up running about 6th and 7th, followed by Palace Alice. Further back, then Limerick Lady, followed by Grand Echezo off the track. Lamoulin behind those with Heaps of Fun, Dance the Night, and Be My Princess. Solomita well back with Grand Seattle. As they turn, Salad Answer, Madame Plume's gone up to join it now. KMS right behind them, needs a little bit of luck, but it's about to ease off. And Ruralism running on well, and Noirseer further out with Grand Echezo. Ruralism, Madame Plume got to Salad Answer, but Noirseer down the outside has picked them up quickly. Grand Echezo with a run, but it's Noirseer in front from Ruralism. Then Grand Echezo and Noirseer. Pretty soft win at the end. Wins at a length and a half. Ruralism second, Grand Echezo third, then Palace Alice followed by Heaps of Fun. Further back in the race then came Be My Princess, then came KMS being followed in by Madame Plume, then Grand Seattle, Solomita. Further back Limerick Lady, then came Salad Answer Weakening. Further back Lamoulin, well back Dance the Night, Patna Bells, and Dancing Reality has run last.
Number 3, Noirseer, J Winks, 8.90, 3.10, 7 Ruralism, 2.30, 1 Grand Echezo at $4.10.
Now arriving at the barrier at the Gold Coast, Sports Flyer favourite, 240, 140.
There's nothing quite as sweet as winning at the races. But winning's never been sweeter than with Tab's Big Win. Every Saturday in April.
Well, started to the platform. The Eurest Australian handicap, Shea Spice the favourite. And they're racing. Shea Spice began well out wide. Bella Signorina going forward. So too shortly after the start is the Little Tacker, and it's going to take up the running. It's the Little Tacker from Wilmer's Kid, Thunder Creek, Musical Note, Blevick's Pride, Shea Spice out deeper. Bella Signorina in that group as well. Reuben James was in behind those runners. They were followed by Gabrielle's Fire, Captain Christie, Star of War, and Two Away Beasley Road. They run down the side, and it's the Little Tacker. He's done a little bit of work to find the lead at the 600 as they're about to come down the hill. Let out by a length or so. Shea Spice up second, the Hot Pot. A length or so back came on the inside Wilmer's Kid. They were followed by Musical Note. Next in the runners, Bella Signorina from Gabrielle's Fire. Then Thunder Creek, the inside of Blevick's Pride, Reuben James. Then Captain Christie, Star of War, and Beasley Road, one of the last. It's Shea Spice moving up out after the Little Tacker. The Little Tacker in front of Shea Spice, and Bella Signorina is coming at the pair. They were followed by Gabrielle's Fire. Wilmer's Kid squeezing up nearer the inner from Musical Note. It's still the Little Tacker in front. Bella Signorina trying to gun it down. The Little Tacker in front, a length or so, and Bella Signorina. The Little Tacker, oh, he's all guts and determination, the Little Tacker. He wins by a length and a half, Bella Signorina. Third placing, a photo between Wilmer's Kid or Shea Spice. Blevick's Pride behind those from Gabrielle's Fire. Then Captain Christie, Reuben James, Musical Note. They were followed by pulling up behind those after the finish, Beasley Road. It was one of the last home with Thunder Creek and Gabrielle's Fire. He's a gutsy horse, this one.
Number 4, the Little Tacker. 6.20 the win, 2.40 the place, Jay Bowditch. Over 11, Bella Signora, 8.80 for third. 6 Wilmer's Kid, $8. 1 Shea Spice, 1.50.
And back at Randwick, Kazan.
The Derby is the next of the day. The horses are in the enclosure, and number 1 is Hit the Roof, $11 and 3.30. Number 2, Universal Prince. He's a very, very solid favourite here in the ring and on the tote. Not a lot of variation either. 2.70 and 1.80. Number 3, Curator Storm, $9 and 2.60. Number 4, Paradiddle, 71 and 12. Number 5, Sale of Century, 7.90, 2.50. Number 6, Reenact, 16 and 3.30. Number 7, Sir Clive, 27 and 6.10. 8, Dynamite is 11 and 2.60. Number 9, Kiwi Warrior, 75 and 11. Number 10 is Zuraev at 8.30 and 2.50. Horse 11, Rings of Gold, 33 and 6. Number 12, Sporting Scribe, 118. Number 13, Off Guard, 36 and 6.20. 14, Pristine Partners, 117. 15, Stadio, 346. And number 16 is Able Way at $200, $33. That's with a pool of just over 910,000 in the win, 413,320 in the place. Number 2, the clear favourite, Universal Prince, from the Rails Alley, and the Derby is due in about 7.
4.11.1 has called Adelaide.
On his worst behaviour this afternoon, Off Guard. Seidel is up to the gates this time. So all the barrier guys are concentrating for all they're worth to try and position this particular galloper. $3 still Universal Prince on Tab Limited. Some of these runners have been in the stalls for quite some time. The favourite, of course, was the first in, Universal Prince, and the rider Justin Sheehan anxiously glancing across at the proceedings here with Off Guard, thinking, well, how long will it take for this fella to go in? How much more time will I give him? Off Guard, still refusing to budge. Now, another last-ditch effort. He's a halfway there. He's 3/4, and they've got him. He's in. We're set. The San Miguel AJC Australian Derby. Chris Muntz climbs back aboard Off Guard. And the starter, Billy Cooper, is at the foot of his stand. Off Guard behaves well. Ready. Hit the Roof Red. They're off in the Derby, and they jumped away in a very even line. Hit the Roof, one of the best out. Zaraya from the outside alley showing a good turn of speed, closer in Able Way. Rings of Gold and Off Guard not far back, and the same for Stadio, Paradiddle, then Dynamite. Universal Prince is racing nice and handy to the lead, has hit the roof, eases back a little from Sporting Scribe Sir Clive. Then Curator Storm, a length and a half to Reenact, and then Kiwi Warrior, Pristine Partners. And Sail of Century drops out last as they work to the side of the track now and go up towards the 1800 marker, and Rings of Gold shows the way from Stadio. Zaraya is running the third, Able Way is fourth, and 2.5 to Off Guard around Paradiddle. A further 3 lengths to the favourite Universal Prince, 2.5 to Dynamite, then Hit the Roof, Curator Storm, Sir Clive as they really string out, and then comes Sporting Scribe, Reenact, Pristine Partners, 4 to Kiwi Warrior, length and a half to Sail of the Century. Here's a minute back. They work into the back of the course now and race along towards the 1500. Rings of Gold leads one of the real roughies, Stadio, about a half length. 6 lengths away third is Zaraya, about 3 lengths to Off Guard and Able Way, followed by Paradiddle. 4 or 5 lengths to Universal Prince, 2.5 to Dynamite, 1.5 to Hit the Roof, a length Curator Storm. A length and 3/4 then to Surf Clive on the inside of Reenact, 2 to Sporting Scribe, then Pristine Partners, 4 lengths to Kiwi Warrior, and another 2.5 to Sail of Century. They leave the back straight behind them and race along to the 950 in the Derby. Rings of Gold a half length on Stadio, 3 lengths away third is Zaraya for Jimmy Cassidy. Off Guard is running a fourth, 2.5 to Paradiddle on the outside of Able Way, a further 2.5 to Universal Prince and 2 to Dynamite. Then a gap of some 2 lengths to Hit the Roof, hard ridden on the inside of Curator Storm. Sir Clive is next, then Reenact. 3 to Pristine Partners on the outside of Sporting Scribe. Another 3 lengths to Kiwi Warrior and 2 lengths to Sail of Century. Off Guard is letting rip now. And as they race to the corner, Off Guard hits the front a half length. Rings of Gold, Stadio surrendered. Zaraya called upon, and so too Paradiddle. And Justin Sheehan takes the favourite Universal Prince out to the middle of the track. And here he comes at the 250, and Off Guard taken on by Universal Prince, who strode to the front. Oh, no worries this afternoon. Universal Prince put about 4 lengths. Second posse is Dynamite. Sir Clive getting home well, but this is a great win by the favourite Universal Prince in the Derby, and Universal Prince and Justin Sheehan win it brilliantly from Sir Clive, and then came Dynamite, followed by Zaraya. Further out, Reenact, Sail of Century, Pristine Partners, Zaraya, Off Guard, and then Kiwi Warrior, Paradiddle, Hit the Roof, Rings of Gold, Sporting Scribe, Able Way, and Stadio was last to complete the course.
Loading Brisbane.
No worries this afternoon with Universal Prince. Number 2, Universal Prince, 291.60. Ridden a lot closer to the lead today and was able to deftly ease away from the fence at the vital stage, and he absolutely blitzed them. And we saw the real Universal Prince this afternoon. Number 2, no numbers up. Number 2 will be the winner, 290 and 160. By Senek from Biscay Bird, 3-year-old Bay Colt. Gives his trainer Bede Murray at Conjola and Kembla Grange Dual Stables his biggest win. Owners T.W. Hogan, Mrs. V.M. and Mr. M.A. Brady, and Justin Sheehan, the winning rider. There go the numbers, 278. Number 7, second, Sir Clive, ridden by Damien Oliver, has paid 610. A number 8, Dynamite, ridden by Brian York, third, 280. Fourth to come, Quinella, 48.70, 57.10 exacta, $620.40 trifecta, and the extra double, 74.90. And we're waiting on the first for dividend. It's 278 at the moment. Universal Prince, Jay Sheehan, one of the easiest Derby wins for a long time.
To jump now. Lois Emily has moved into the
On 278.6 on the double 4 and 2, 74.90, 3 3/4 and neck 230.80, 38.27 was the sectional time. And we'll hold the market on the next. We won't rush it because they're close at Caulfield.
And Eagle Farm 154, Tislove 471.55, Mr. Smug 144, Conair 350, Quinella 430, Exacta 970, the 154 Trifecta 73.60, and neck by 3/4, the time 2:14. At 7:11.10 at Newcastle.
Just about ready to run. This is the Easter Cup. The line is good. They're off and running. They came out in a good line with Forest Jim down on the inside first away. The one that did miss it actually was Mr. Prudent. He went right back 4 lengths from the second last horse. Forest Jim in front with Adolescents working forward and Ancient City Water out in the track. When they settle down, Forest Jim about 1/2 to 3/4 Adolescence. Ancient City posted 3 deep, and Tickle My got up on the inside of Greenstone Charm. A length further back in the race, then Typhoon, who's deep around Raw Caliph. Macabayo's over on the inside, a length and a half. Fashion Flame flashed. Further back was the Hind, followed by Mr. Nelson, Apache King, and 3 lengths last of all, Mr. Prudent. At the 1400 metre mark, and Forest Jim, the favourite in front here for a Willa. A length and a half in front now from Adolescence. Tickle My third. 2 lengths further back, Ancient City fourth. A length further back, Greenstone Charm fifth, followed by Typhoon. Then Macabayo, just off midfield is Raw Caliph. Further back, Flashed, followed by Fashion Flame, the Hind. Then Mr. Nelson, Apache King. Mr. Prudent tacks on, but they're well strung out. Coming down the side of the 1100 metre mark, and Forest Jim, a length in front of Adolescence. Tickle My, back third on the inside. 2 to Ancient City, followed by Greenstone Charm, the rail. Outside it then came Typhoon. Royal Caliph, the first one to come wide, starting his run. Typhoon pushed him out deep from Fashion Flame, and further back Flushed. Then Mr. Nelson, a gap in the race, then the Hind. Well back was Macabayo as they bunch up at the 600 from Apache King, and Mr. Prudent last of all. Forest Jim, a half in front of Adolescence, and Typhoon 3 out. Royal Caliph 4 deep, a length further back, Tickle My. Then came Mr. Nelson, followed by Ancient City Flushed. Greenstone Charm lost his posse, went back to the fence from the Hind. Then Fashion Flame and Mr. Prudent. On the turn, Forest Jim, a neck in front. Adolescence loomed up on the outside now to join him and head him. Adolescence took the lead from Forest Jim. Tickle My trying to get out back to the inside. Then Greenstone Charm, then Typhoon, and Flush down the middle. But the 3-year-old Adolescence kicked clear at the 150, drew 2 lengths in front. Flush trying to wear him down from Forest Jim. Out wide, Mr. Prudent with a late run. Adolescence in front of Flush, and Adolescence a half neck on the line to Flush to head away third. Mr. Prudent, a huge run, followed further back, out deep by the Hind, and then Forest Jim. He led and he weakened, then Greenstone Charm, Ancient City Typhoon, Mr. Nelson, Apache King, Forest Flame, Tickle My, Macabayo, and Royal Caliph has finished at the tail.
Good late mail tip there. 15 Adolescence, B Fennec at $13 for the win and $4 to place. Second 9, Flushed at $4.90. 8, Mr. Prudent at $3.60. Ahead of everything else, the update for the next, the Gold Coast, 2 Fair Decree, 14 and 6, 3 in Avari, 13 and 4, 4 Our Mick, 2 10 104 and favourite, 5 Pasha's Girl, 5 and 130, 6 Distinctively, 22 and 8, 7 Food for Thought, 530 170, 9 Arden Mower, 23 and 7, 10 Ben Lane, 21 and 7, 11 Romantic Region, 30 and 9, 12 Defence Chief at 29 and 7, tip 7 3 11, late mail number 2. Here's Ian.
Right, Rod, thank you. Race number 6 here, the...
Set for a start now. There's Delight in the Clipsal Stakes. Racing. And Lazaire out wide began like a firecracker. She came out running, lazing about, showing good speed with Comedy Court, and Hand Pass driving through from Point Danger. Suit next on the inside of Manetti. Then Jester Chester and 2 to Inkamala last of all. Lazaire the leader, but Hand Pass went through on the inside to join her now. So it's the top weight, Hand Pass and Lazaire. They're matching their motors. A length and a half to lazing about, just camped on those leaders third. Suit saving ground the inside. Then Point Danger, Comedy Court. A length and a half to Manetti, and back with him Jester Chester and Inkamala. They come down the hill at the 500 metre mark in the Clipsal Stakes, and it's Lazaire leading by a head to Hand Pass. Lazing about now, easing out 3 deep, 4 deep, Point Danger. Suit looking for a run, and then Comedy Court and Inkamala in the straight. Lazaire tackled by lazing about, Point Danger joining in. Suit looking for a run, Hand Pass still there. Then Comedy Court and Manetti. Point Danger moved up to lazing about. There's a fall. Lazaire went down heavily, brought down Jester Chester. Point Danger took the lead from lazing about. Then Comedy Court and Point Danger. Point Danger wins by a length. Lazing about second, Comedy Court third, then Suit with Manetti. Next to finish, Hand Pass with Inkamala. Bad fall here. 2 down, Lazaire, and also Jester Chester. Now both horses are up, both riders are down.
8 Point Danger, 720, 210, Paul Gatt. 3 Lazing about, 170. 9 Comedy Court, 220.
Lazaire coming down with Jester Chester. Point Danger, the winner, number 8. Number 8, Point Danger. Point Danger, the winner here. Let's get a look at these 2 riders. Now, Lazaire's rider is Shane Cale. Shane is
Stanzak. Now, the favourite Camina, showing at 290 on Tab Limited, is coming into her position, being ridden by Damien Oliver. 8/8, Padstow and Catatonic appear the horses left to move in. 1100 metres is the journey. And we're just about ready for action. Starter on the stand. Oh, through the gates goes Steel City, has dumped the jockey. Black Bean went through, but Steel City is off and running. And Paul Thelby climbing to his feet, no problems, he's unhurt. But Steel City from the coal city of Newcastle is having the fun of Cork as he gallops down past the 550. Black Bean, no problems with him. He's been collected. He only went a very short way at a very slow speed. And here is Steel City coming down the home straight. As the stewards advise, and thank you. Here is Steel City coming down past the winning post. And just repeating, Steel City, an official scratching here at 3:34. Steel City, an official scratching at 3:34. Steel City, number 17. Now, Steel City is over near the 1900 metres, one of the clerks of the course, coming down towards the 1800 metres to try and retrieve. Steel City has slowed down to a canter now, and it's to be hoped that the clerk of the course, Mick Stanley, will be able to pick him up. Mick is steadying his grey thoroughbred, and he's about to come across and trying to pick up the Newcastle horse. They're off in the Galaxy, and that was a great start too. 8/8 away quickly, so was Cullen, going up very fast as Cosset, showing speed too as Shy Hero, a length and a half to Falvalon, followed closely over on the inside next by Sedurka, then comes Katima and Catatonic, length and a half further back, losing its position, 8/8 now, followed by St. Petersburg, then the favourite Kamina, a length further back, Miss Cornucopia, followed by Bradshaw Padstow, Black Bean second last, and a Glacier's last. They come to the corner at the 500, and Shy Hero, the leader, about 3/4 of a length on Cosset. 2 lengths away in third position, Cullen from Falvalon, Sedurka. A length further back is Catatonic coming into the picture from 8/8 St. Petersburg, Katima. A length the Padstow and Kamina having difficulty getting a clear run. Shy Hero comes down past the 200 with a lead of a length on Padstow, letting loose now. And Padstow put paid to Shy Hero. Kamina wider out, and then a gap to Catatonic, but it's all Padstow. He's a great fresh racehorse, and he races well that way to win the Galaxy. Padstow from Kamina, photo for third, Catatonic in company with 8/8, and then Bradshaw followed by a Glacier, Black Bean, then St. Petersburg. Walking home next in the run was Miss Cornucopia, followed at the head of the others by Cosset, Sedurka, Katima. Shy Hero wilted badly with Cullen. Falvalon is pulled up near the back of the pack, and the late scratching was Steel City. Padstow, number 8, $48.70 and $8.50. Well, he's a marvellous horse fresh. He races well early in his campaign. He'd only had the one run back on the 17th of March in the Canterbury Stakes. Second up here today. He blew them away, and Darren Beedman in the saddle for Mr. R. Rutley, trainer John Size, by Francis Bacon from John's Pleasure, 6-year-old brown gelding. And the numbers are 8, 3 and 12. Number 8, Padstow, D. Beedman, $48.70 at $8.50. Number 3, Kamina, D. Oliver, has paid $1.50. And number 12 in third spot, that